The Silent Invader. I'm 40 now, married with 2 boys, ages 7 and 5. I work in insurance, which sounds boring because it is, but it's stable, and that's all I care about. A few years ago, my father passed away and left us a beach house in Delaware. It's nothing fancy, but it's become our summer refuge, our family tradition. This story happened last year, on a Wednesday in mid-July. My wife and I were on the upstairs back deck, playing cards and sipping wine after the kids had gone to sleep around 9:30 p.m. It was a moment of peace, an intimate moment. Then my older son, Jordan, came out. He had this uneasy look on his face. He said he kept hearing a scratching noise in his room, and it was keeping him awake. I sighed and told him I'd go check it out. I figured it was just old house sounds. I went with Jordan to his room. He pointed to the wall near his bed. We stood there, and for about 20 seconds, I didn't hear anything. But then, I finally heard it. Faint at first, but definitely there. A soft scratching sound exactly as he described. I crouched down and put my ear to the wall. It didn't sound like an animal in the rafters. It sounded like it was coming from inside the wall, closer to the baseboards. And then I heard the breathing. Not an animal. Definitely not. It was deep, slow, human breathing. I flinched back, letting out an involuntary, "Jesus!" And then I swear, I heard the most guttural, angry scream I've ever heard coming from somewhere inside the wall. A feeling of existential dread hit me. I grabbed Jordan's arm and yanked him out of the room. I ran to get my younger son, Scott, who was still sound asleep. I just scooped him up and ran. I only had one thought: get back upstairs to the deck where my wife was. As we reached the base of the stairs, I yelled for her, and then I heard another scream coming from behind me, but much closer this time. I turned around and saw a man covered in filth charging down the hallway straight at us. I nearly tripped getting up the stairs with both my sons, but we made it onto the deck just in time. 2 seconds after I slammed the sliding door shut, the man hit the glass full force. I genuinely thought it would shatter. He started clawing at the door like an animal, shrieking and pounding, all the while yelling things I can't bring myself to repeat. I threw my body against the door and yelled at my wife to grab the kids and call the police. I kept my eyes on his, trying to block the view of him from my family. He was wild, completely unhinged. He smeared something, dirt, blood, I don't know, across the glass as he tried to force the door open. I don't know how long I held it shut. A minute, 5, it felt like forever. He had unlimited energy, and it took all my strength to keep that door closed. I was fully prepared to fight him if the glass broke, but before that happened, the police finally showed up. They came around the side of the house, and within seconds, I saw 2 officers inside running at the man. One of them tackled him from behind. The rest of the night was a blur. After they took him away, the officers inspected the house. We discovered there was a crawl space I didn't know about. There was a hidden entrance under the back deck that led to a standing crawl space, with a second access point through a loose panel in Jordan's closet. Days later, a detective called me. The invader admitted he'd been living in the crawl space for months and was planning to harm my family that night for intruding on his new home. We didn't go back for the rest of the summer, not out of fear, but out of trauma. I hired a crew to seal off the crawl space completely. We're using the house again this summer, and things are getting back to normal. But the feeling that my home, my refuge, was violated so intimately will never leave me. The idea that he was there, watching us, listening to us, while my wife and I played cards on the deck, I still wonder, how many times did he watch us, and what was he waiting for before he made his move that night? If physical safety can be violated, what about the safety of reality itself? The final account is the most unsettling, as it questions memory, friendship, and the very passage of time. A summer night, a shooting star, and reality split in 2.